Jovenel Moïse is back at it again, folks. So I was, flying by on the internet, stopped by Le Nouveliste, and I find this article published on the 12th. So that's Friday. So apparently this was before the president of Taiwan visits. Usually presidents, they try to clean up house before another uh, president comes in. So they try to have a press conference. They want to get things answered so that you don't bring it up. I mean, the reporters are going to bring it up anyways, but at least they could say, "Hey, I spoke about this yesterday. Next question." So they try to have these ahead of a visit from another head of state. So apparently, this guy didn't just have a press conference, but he also published an op-ed in the Miami Herald. Basically going through the same things of saying that he's not guilty of any corruption. He's actually done a press blitz. He's been on in New York Times, Washington Post, even the local paper out here published an article that President Jovenel Moïse says he's not corrupt. Okay. What else? So now he's doing op-eds to proclaim the same exact things. And the only issue with that is that, it is not to the press, to newspapers that Jovenel Moïse needs to defend himself. It is before the courts. And I think that's the problem that a lot of people have right now is that, fine, but you were charged by a competent authority, and that is who you have to answer to. If we are to respect our institutions, that is what you have to do, Mr. President. So, but au contraire, he actually wants to do even worse. So what we have is the Organization of American States. They sent a delegation last month, which we found out did not have a mandate from the council to go, but nonetheless, they suggested that the OAS audit the PetroCaribe records to see if there's corruption. And that is what the president is asking now. He is asking that the OAS come and be the objective eyes. And no, that cannot be acceptable. We cannot strengthen our institutions by having other foreign institutions undermine what they say. If oversight is wanted, if another eye, I'm always for that, but not at the expense that it undermines. So I would even be against an OAS intervention, not until the entire process by our institutions were to take place. Then I would be very much open to OAS, FBI, CIA, what they have in the great UK, M6 or MI, whatever. I'd be okay with all of them taking a look at it, putting out their reports, what they think. But we shouldn't be undermining our institutions, and that is what President Jovenel Moïse is doing. I do not believe we need to be throwing out a president. I do think he should strongly consider resigning, because at this point, we cannot have elections given the climate, given the lack of confidence. He can't even go outside of his personal home. Like, he's come out, excuse me, that's my dog acting up. But he doesn't even come outside his personal home. So I do think he ought to strongly consider resigning. I think it's an okay thing to do, and I think that's what we need. I mean, look, sometimes the situation just becomes untenable. It's nothing wrong with you, nothing wrong with the other side. It's just things are at a gridlock, and new lead, man, new law. That doesn't work. That cannot work if we are to construct the Haiti that we want. People have to be willing to say, hey, step aside, let somebody else go forward for the sake of the country. Okay? So, so Jovenel Moïse at it again. This is totally laughable. They shouldn't try it because I'm going to be on them. Like, I'm just getting revved up. Got a few technologies we're using here at Haiti Sentinel. We're going to be doing video, text, apps. I do, definitely subscribe, support. Cash App at, what is it, Samuel Maxime. Yeah, Cash App at Samuel Maxime. But yeah, Jovenel Moïse, man.